I think Juventus need to score tonight. They need to be able to go to the Bernabeu with something in their pocket. And I think that I just fancy this Real Madrid team to overpower them. I think they have too much from them. I think the defining factor of this game is going to be Cristiano Ronaldo. As every single time we see him play, he does it. He's scored in every game, every round this season in the Champions League. Dominant force. I think that this Real Madrid team will be too much for this aging Juventus side.
Yeah, quite rare to see probably such a mass of experience.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I mentioned earlier. Maybe the cycle is changing, but it hasn't changed yet because these players' experience, is so valuable at this level. We're talking about high-end players here, top-end players. That man more than many of them. I agree with Drew. I see a score draw tonight, and I think over the two legs, Madrid will just have too much in terms of the individuals, especially the individuals going forward. Ronaldo, obviously, but that midfield for the diamond midfield, particularly the attack-minded players there, I think eventually over two legs will pick the holes in this slightly aging Juventus defence.
And two great captains are leading their sides out. So let's join our commentators in Turin. That's Steve McManaman and Darren Fletcher.
Well, the vast majority of the players were involved in the final in Cardiff last season. Both groups are used to being involved at this stage of this competition. Well, it's the tried and tested, battle-hardened group selected by Zinedine Zidane. Most of them rested and refreshed after a weekend off. It's the team that beat Juve in the final last season. The big decision was who does Ronaldo and Benzema have with them in attack, and that role's gone to Isco tonight. It'll be a diamond in midfield for Real, a system they used to great effect in the last round against PSG. So off we go. The black and white stripes, the famous strip of Juventus, the Italian champions. The first leg of the Champions League quarter-final underway here in Turin, being played on a very, very wet pitch. We've had constant rain. Real Madrid diamond with Casemiro at the base, and this goes onside here. Into Ronaldo! Every time they need a goal, Cristiano Ronaldo finds it. It's another one in the Champions League, 118, and the master marksman strikes again in Europe. Juventus 0, Real Madrid 1. Who else?
Normal service resumed for Real Madrid, and that man in picture. Look at his movements. The most dangerous man on the planet, nobody picks him up. Real sloppy play over there. This is too easy, this. Marcelo, inside, outside to Isco's, way onside. Look at Ronaldo. Who's got him? Nobody's got him. That's why the ball's in the back of the net. The most prolific man on the planet scored again. It's 1-0 Madrid.
Well, it all depends which numbers you want. 38 for the season. That's 22 goals in his last 12 games. And you just cannot allow Cristiano Ronaldo that kind of time and space in a big match like this, because he is Real Madrid's punisher. Both Sergio Ramos and Rafa Varane have gone forward for this Toni Kroos corner. It's a free header as well in there for the French international centre-back Varane.
Yeah, he probably should have done better as well. Just slightly behind and trying to arch his back to get it on target. But it was a free header.
Benzema, Kroos can hit one and hits the bar. Thumping effort for Real Madrid.
Yeah, he's the one you want to fall to. Toni Kroos strikes a really nice ball, as you can see there. Buffon would have had no chance with it. He's diving across, of course, left hand's in the air. Well, that was too quick and too powerful.
The team's out for the second half. Neither manager has made a change, although the Juventus substitutes, most notably Mandzukic and Cuadrado, were warming up during the half-time break. Cristiano Ronaldo continues to write the story, doesn't he? Ronaldo, which is the only goal so far. Chiellini's got to be careful here. He's taken it away from his goalkeeper. Now Ronaldo. And then the substitute, Vasquez, beaten away by Buffon. And then Ronaldo! What a goal by Cristiano Ronaldo! Sensational! The greatest marksman in the history of the Champions League with an absolute beauty!
My word, if you pipe up to us, all the Juventus fans around us are on their feet applauding. What an incredible sight you can see around the ground, not just the Real Madrid fans, the Juventus fans. I mean, this is nice to pick out Lucas Vasquez. And watch this, everybody. Boom! We were here when we saw one of the greatest goals in the Champions League.
I have never seen an away crowd to a man give a standing ovation to the opposition's best player after a goal like that.
Yeah, look at that. Every time you see it, folks, it gets better and better and better. This is just a small section there.
What a goal by Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that has just stunned the whole stadium. Blow the whistle, ref. Let's go home.
It's a goal they will show over and over and over again. The 39th this season for Cristiano Ronaldo and the 119th in the Champions League. He's on 649 now.
It had to be him, didn't it? It had to be him. Lord help them after the end of the game. What they're going to say about Ronaldo.
There's a red card. And now, to compound the misery of Juventus, Paulo Dybala is off. There's Cristiano Ronaldo.
At least he smashed one high and wide.
He only scores the difficult ones,
exactly.
clearly. Charles, looking today, the record in the Champions League for Ronaldo in a season is 17. He's now on to 14, with potentially 4 and a bit matches still to play, and they were saying it.
Incredible.
Let's go to Marcelo. Ronaldo. Marcelo. Buffon was there, but they can't stop it. Real Madrid make it 3-0, and Marcelo helps himself to a goal in the Champions League.
Yeah, that was a really nice goal, wasn't it? That all was about one-touch movement, an array of shapes, onside. Flick over, 2-1-2s from Marcelo, keeps on running, gives options to his teammates, gets a tap in.
Well, the Brazilian scored in the first leg in the last 16 at the Bernabeu against Paris Saint-Germain. That's his 4th goal of the season. And it's the signal for a mass exodus of Juventus supporters from all around us here in Turin.
Sending off was a real pity, wasn't it? Whether the referee could have used his initiative, 2-0 down. Kept it to 11 against 11. That one goal, really colourful.
There's Marco Asensio. Vasquez has made the run into the middle. Instead it goes to Luka Modric, who...
Latters one. He finds that easier, doesn't he? The only surprising thing was he put it over the bar. Normally that outside of the foot one for Luka Modric is his ideal one. Just couldn't keep it down. His last involvement.
Carvajal, he gets another opportunity to tee up Ronaldo now. Gives it instead to Toni Kroos. Now Lucas Vasquez. Ronaldo, and then Kovacic hits the bar.
Nobody closing down the ball, just backing off. Ronaldo lays it off to Kovacic.
There's Kroos. Cristiano Ronaldo. Buffon denies him the hat-trick.
Scores the second, has another number of chances. This one's through the legs. Buffon's as well.
Yeah. 1v1 against Sergio Ramos.
Oh, he's in, Ronaldo's in.
It's a lovely ball. Ronaldo's waiting for the cross. There it is! Oh, what a chance!
He's looking at Lucas Vasquez. He didn't need to smash it in like this, did he? It turned into a volley in the end, and he couldn't control it. It turned into a volley. Just a nice one along the floor. He could have controlled it much better. I mean, it was a big miss, but...
There's Bentancur, Juan Cuadrado, now Chiellini, Cuadrado! It's another chance missed by Juventus. It's the final kick of the game, and it's a comprehensive first-leg victory away from home for the Champions League holders, Real Madrid. Tonight is Real Madrid's night. And maybe more significantly, Cristiano Ronaldo's night. Juventus 0, Real Madrid 3.
I mean, this is in his relentless pursuit of greatness. He produces a moment of absolute brilliance. I mean, this just lit up this studio. Imagine what it'd have been doing around the world, people watching this game, to see one of the greatest, if not the greatest player on the planet, produce a moment like this in a quarter-final against one of the big teams, Juventus, away from home. The magnitude of the game, the occasion, the athleticism that he produces to produce that moment. Look how high he's off the floor. It's a joke.
I mean, as if he needed another defining moment. He had so many. I mean, the technique, the agility, perfection. I mean, absolutely. I mean, it's probably, I'll guess it might be his best goal he's ever scored. We'll have to take a few days to go through all the other 650 or whatever. But
a hell of a
a couple of months. How special that is in that arena on the world stage in this, the greatest club competition. It's, you know, that's that game tonight is all about that one moment. Incredible.